Yep, 1, 2. Most people think that telling a child you're smart builds confidence, but that's one of the worst. Bleh. Go back. Most people think that telling a child you're smart builds confidence, but that kind of praise can actually make students perform worse. The real difference isn't encouragement, it's what you praise. So, like, when children are praised for being smart, they often start choosing tasks that protect that reputation. They pick tasks that make them look intelligent instead of things that make them grow. So they choose the path of least resistance as opposed to challenging themselves. But when children are praised for their effort, something different happens. Like, they start choosing challenges that stretch them and help them learn new skills. Students who are praised for intelligence often enjoy difficult work less. Bleh. What? Students praised for intelligence often enjoy difficult work less. Students praised for intelligence often enjoy difficult work less and are more likely to give up when things get hard. Most people think that telling a child they're smart builds confidence, but that kind of praise is one that can actually make students perform worse, and I'm going to tell you what I mean by that, right? The real difference isn't encouragement, it's what you praise. Nah, gotta get out of that. Let me try to voice. I'm going to try to voice sync. Most people think that telling a child you're smart builds confidence, but that kind of praise can actually make a student perform worse. I'm going to tell you what I mean. The real difference isn't encouragement, it's what you praise. When children are praised for being smart, they often choose tasks that protect that reputation. They pick things that make them look intelligent. They pick things that don't challenge them and help them grow. But when children are praised for their effort, something different happens, y'all. Oh, they start choosing challenges that stretch them and help them learn new skills. Students praised for intelligence often enjoy difficult work less and are more likely to give up when things get hard. But students praised for effort tend to persist longer and keep trying. And over time, the difference shows up in performance. Students who are praised for effort tend to do better on future tasks than students who are praised for being naturally smart. You're naturally smart, you're naturally gifted. And so what they think is, because I'm naturally gifted, because I'm naturally smart, I don't have to sharpen my axe in this area of my life. But when students are praised for the effort that they put in or for the strategy that they use when they're faced with another challenge, they can recall the strategy or the effort that they use on a previous activity, and they can use it in this challenge as well. So instead of saying you're smart, try saying things like, I like the strategy you used. You worked really hard on that. That effort made a difference, because a growth mindset isn't about talent. It's about believing and having the ability that they can grow through effort, strategy, and learning. Do yourself a favor, hit that follow button. I'm your favorite cousin Backpack, helping your youth and young adults stay in their bag. Make sure y'all follow for more. Hey, I love this. Boom! Boom! I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it, 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 love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm telling y'all, I'm recording 50 pieces of content. All right, y'all. I'm about to record the next one. We about to record the next one. All right, let's get into the next one, y'all. What's up, yo? Oh, wait. I already recorded in blue. I gotta record um, multicolored. What's the multicolored one? Oh, white. All right, I gotta change my shirt. I gotta change my shirt. Y'all ain't tell me to change my shirt. What's happening? Yesterday's workout won't run today's fat. Yesterday's workout won't run today's fat. So, like, them saying you still working? No, like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure what you did yesterday, bro. It's like yesterday's gone. It's over. We don't see yesterday ever again. You feel? You feel me? I love this, man. Yep, 1 2 1 2. Have you ever said, I'm definitely going to do that next week, and then next week comes and you don't end up doing it? There's a reason for that. And the reason is that humans, we often look at life through rose-colored glasses, meaning we are bad at predicting our future behaviors. Like, we're really good at having good intentions, but not always turning those intentions into action. For example, there was a study done where students were asked ahead of time if they would participate in a charity event. Most of them said that they would. A large majority said they planned to take part. But when the event actually happened, far fewer students followed through than expected. And even the ones that participated did less than what they originally planned. The study was, they asked students, so there was a university, they were selling daffodils. And for every daffodil that a student purchased, the university would donate that money to a charity or an organization. 80% of students said that they would participate in the charity and they would buy at least 2 daffodils. What happened was only 43% of the students participated in the charity, and the average purchase was only 1 daffodil per student, right? The reason is simple. When we think about the future, we imagine our best intentions, but we often forget to consider the obstacles, distractions, and the effort required. One powerful way to turn intentions into action is to do something called if-then planning. And this is something that's talked about in the book Atomic Habits, right? If I get home from school, then I'll start my homework. If I finish dinner, then I'll study for 20 minutes. Because success usually isn't about having better intentions, not about having better intentions. You got to follow me on this. It's about building systems and plans that help turn intentions into actual behavior. Do yourself a favor, hit that follow button for more study tips for youth and young adults. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Have you ever heard a teacher say, don't worry, not everyone is good at math? It sounds supportive, but it can actually hurt a student's motivation. The real difference isn't just what teachers believe, it's how they respond when a student struggles. When teachers see a poor grade as proof that a student isn't just good at something, they often respond with comfort-focused messages. Things like, it's okay, not everyone can be good at this, but students often hear something different. They hear, you probably can improve, this just isn't for you. I've had to have this conversation in my own life. It's not what you say, it's how I receive it, right? So teachers who focus on strategy instead of a comfort response, they say things like this: let's look at how you approach this problem. Here's a strategy you can try next time. When students hear strategy-focused feedback, their motivation increases and shoots through the roof. They start believing that they can learn, that they can improve, and they perform better next time. So instead of just comforting students when they struggle, help them understand what they can do differently. Because the most powerful message a teacher can send is this: you can improve, and here's how. We often want students to be successful at things, but we don't give them the formula for how to be successful at it. We tell them that you need to be successful, but we don't give them the tool and the strategy on how to be successful. Just like solving any math problem, in order to solve the math problem, there is a formula that you need to solve the math problem. Such is life. It doesn't matter anything that a young child student is doing. They need a formula to learn how to do that activity if it's not a strength that they naturally have. Man, I love this. It's 2 o'clock and I'm faded. This kush feeling amazing. Need some agua. I'm coming, y'all. All right, let's get back into more content. Let's get back into more content. Let's go. We gotta keep our energy levels up. If we don't keep our energy levels up, then we won't want to record the content. So that's why if y'all see me, y'all hear me sounding crazy, that's the reason why. The biggest mistake that adults make when dealing with teenagers is assuming that they're overreacting to social rejection. But there's one reason it affects them so strongly. The biggest mistake that adults make when dealing with teenagers is assuming they're overreacting to social rejection. But there's a reason it affects them so strongly, and I'll explain why in a second. But think about their environment that they live in, right? For most of their day, they're surrounded by people their own age, at school, in sports, social media, and in friend groups, right? So like social interactions isn't just a part of their life, it's a huge part of their identity in those years. Teenagers spend most of their day surrounded by people their own age, at school, online, in social groups. So when a teenager feels excluded, ignored, or rejected by their peers, the emotional impact can be much stronger than most adults expect. Two people can experience the same moment, the same type of rejection, an adult and a teenager, but the teenager will feel that way more deeply. Teenagers, and the reason being is because teenagers tend to experience rejection, social rejection, more intensely, and that often leads to a bigger drop in mood. Something that might seem small to an adult can feel extremely significant to a teenager. They are also more sensitive to peer relationships, and that sensitivity can lead to higher levels of anxiety when they feel left out, disconnected from their social group. And because social standings feels incredibly important during your teenage years, social standing is currency. Rejection can often affect how they see themselves. The lesson here is simple but powerful. Teenagers aren't being dramatic, or aren't just being dramatic when they react strongly to social rejection. Their brains are wired during this stage of their life to be highly sensitive to social feedback. That's why it's important to help teenagers to learn tools to manage those emotions. Things like positive self-talk, deep breathing, refocusing their attention, and putting situations into perspective that can help them handle social stress much better. So next time a teenager seems upset about something social, remember, it's small, it may seem small to us, but to them, it feels like a very big deal. Say this if you work with teenagers, teach teenagers, or are raising one. I like this flow better. I like that flow better. I like that flow much better. We get in there. We get in there. Take me through there. Take me through there. She gone. Out of there, she gone. Take me through there. Take me through there. I can't play that. I confirmed too soon. I'm on my way to something. Bro, that's wild. Hey, it happens, man. But all this means is all this means is I just got more time to create content, right? I just got more time to create content. So, you know, I was supposed to be meeting with somebody at the office today. They ended up having to cancel. That just means I'm gonna take a break and go to the second lunch. Because the first lunch is from 12, from 11:40 to 12:10. And then the other one is at 12:40. So I'm just gonna go there. I'm gonna go to Kenmore at 12:40. I'm gonna go to Kenmore at 12:40, drop off these last two gifts, and then I'm out of there. I gotta drop off these two gifts and then I'm out. Alright. Take me through there, take me through there. She gone. Bro, this is such a good book, man. One of the biggest mistakes that teachers make without even realizing it is lowering their expectations for certain students. And that single belief can quietly limit a student's success, and I'll explain why in a second. In classrooms, teachers constantly make judgments about students: who seems confident, who struggles, who looks like they'll succeed, who might fall behind. And I'm guilty of doing the same thing. Even in some of the mentor programs, I say, I know who my students are that are going to be successful, and I know who are the students that are going to need additional help, right? But something interesting happens when teachers believe that certain students are capable of high achievement. Those students often start performing better, even when there's no real difference between them and other students. When teachers expect students to succeed, they tend to interact with them differently, and that leads to more encouragement, more attention, more opportunities to participate. They challenge those students more, and that leads to greater effort and deeper learning. And when the students sense that their teacher believes in them, they often lead to higher confidence, stronger academic growth. The lesson is powerful. Students rise to the level of expectations placed on them. When we as educators, when we think about students who are not going to be successful and we don't treat them like they have an opportunity to be successful, they will believe that this is their reality. When teachers maintain high expectations and provide the support to reach them, students are far more likely to improve. This doesn't mean expecting perfection. It means believing that every student has the ability to grow and consistently communicating that belief through their actions, through feedback and instruction, because no student will ever rise to low expectations. Say this if you're a teacher, mentor, or parent working to help young people succeed. Take me through there, take me through there. She gone. Yellow, blue, yellow, blue. Yellow, blue. That's what my son says when he says yellow and blue. He says lello. Lello, blue. Hey, take me through there. Take me through there. She gone. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's up, man?
Hey, nothing. You all right?
Yeah, I'm in the studio right now.
Okay. So how did it turn out yesterday?
I didn't think it was going to turn out as good as it did actually, because it was slow early, but ended up picking up quite a bit yesterday. Yeah, and so it was pretty good, man.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know how you turned out yesterday.
Yeah, yeah.
What studio you at?
You got your iPad?
Yeah.
Just FaceTime me.
All right.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Take me through there. Take me through there. She gone. Ugh. Eee.
You made you a studio?
I always had a studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So where is this at?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we got, this is where we record at, and then this is the office.
You gotta take the couch out of it.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
Mhm.
You said it's a land.
Yeah, this is Atlanta.
How much that cost every month?
600.
Boy. You gotta make that kind of money. Yeah, you gotta make that kind of money, boy.
I'll tell you this, man, I'm not struggling.
Alright, brother. Oh, good. God dang. Them big words for a little guy like you.
I ain't struggling, man. Look,
Long as my boy is all right, I'm good. The rest of that bull crap you talk about, I don't want to hear. Long as my boy is all right.
click on that. You got it? Can you see?
What do it say?
Can you see the email?
Not yet. Cause the eyes ain't straight. But let me get my I got a Jim Jackson,
No, you ain't got, I don't want to say you ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, I got a magnifying glass. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold tight. I want to see.
Take me through there. Take me through there.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. He took it off.
Can you see?
Yeah. What? Coming on. When it come? Huh? Oh, yeah. Hey, can you send me $20?
I ain't got it.
Nah. Can you send me 20? Can you send me a dude? Yeah, we ain't struggling no more. That's good.
Hey, man. God is good, man.
Hey, man, it's teaching you everything you need to know.
Man. All love, man. All love.
All right, all right, all right. Where the other ones? Where are the other ones?
Not finished yet.
I know. Hey, I need one. I miss my little things right there.
They at Starbucks.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's at Starbucks?
Yeah.
And it's called a refresher.
Mm-hmm. It's a dragon fruit refresher we used to drink. Dragon fruit refresher.
Dragon fruit refresher, alright.
Yeah.
I gotta go over to Starbucks then. Hey, plus them other little things you used to buy.
Yeah, the energy shots.
Yeah. I need to find me some of them. I don't know if they got Safeway down here.
You can get those anywhere. They don't gotta be Safeway. I'll see if I can find some where you are.
It's Kroger. It's Kroger.
I know how to use Google, man.
Huh?
I know how to use Google.
Okay, it's Kroger, Publix, and something else there. Walmart.
Okay.
I need to find out where they are.
Okay. I got you.
I need them real bad too.
All right. I'll find it for you.
Alright, I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Let me get back and record this content, man. I got like 150 more pieces to record.
Alright, love you, go.
Yeah, love you. Bye.
Bye.
One of the biggest myths in education is that a student's IQ determines how successful they'll be in life. But long-term research shows that intelligence alone doesn't actually predict success, and I'm going to explain why in a second. Research once followed a group of students with extremely high IQ scores to see how successful they have become later in life. The assumption was simple. If intelligence predicts success, the students should all end up at the top. And many of them did well. Some became doctors, lawyers, professors, but others ended up in completely ordinary careers, and some even struggled later in their life. When researchers compared the most successful students to the least successful ones, they found something interesting. The difference in IQ between the two groups was actually very small. So if intelligence wasn't the biggest factor, what was? The major difference came down to character traits. The students who succeeded showed stronger determination, persistence, and a deeper desire to improve. In other words, success isn't just about being smart, it's about how they approach challenges. The lesson here is important. IQ may play a huge role in success, but qualities like resilience, mindset, emotional intelligence, and perseverance often matter just as much and sometimes even more. That means education shouldn't only focus on intelligence. This is what the educators focus on. It should also help students develop their character skills. This is what I focus on. That will help them handle setbacks, learn from mistakes, keep pushing forward, resistance, persistence, and resilience. Because success isn't just about how smart someone is, it's about how they respond when things get difficult. Save this if you work with students, teach, or you mentor young people. Oh, bro. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Man, where's the other lady at?
What other lady?
You sent me this phone number, this free number.
Yeah. Ain't that what you asked for?
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
why you asking free number?
you're not calling Bree's phone number right now.
Oh, I pressed the wrong thing.
You did, and she can't talk to you right now anyway. She can't have her phone at work.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and you know it's school hours. Even if she was at home, he wouldn't be at home.
Oh, okay. I was trying to find out why you treat me like you third. Take my boy home, leave him by himself. I ain't never do that to you. I love you, bye.
Love you, bye. All right, let's get active. Let's get active. Let's get active. Yo, like, do you think and that's crazy, but the only reason I came here was to meet with her, and then she canceled. That's wild. The only reason I came here was to meet with her. Crazy. 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 Polos, though. I think polos, though. Hey. Out of there, cool, she gone. Right, well, like I can show my dad. the pain. They don't care about the solution if they don't understand how painful it is. So anything that we speak about, like what's the result? What could happen negative? Okay, if I don't do this, what's going to happen if I don't do it? I didn't give you an example, right, of your pain, of your struggle. Give you an example of your pain, of your struggle, and you know you go through there. Yo, one of the yo, one of the biggest